A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this dreamy collective reading, which is for all the lovers and seekers out there. Because everybody once in their lifetime has fallen in love for real. It may have hurt really bad, but everyone here knows that feeling when you are all out for a person, when your heart is crazy for a person. So, here also, I can channel divine masculine and divine feminine, very attracted to each other, really into each other. They are mesmerized with each other and they feel that everything is so real. And it's just a simple thing where the one of them is going away to some place for some work. And the reason why I'm channeling this collective reading is because whenever a person feels something for someone and it's real even for once, even a bit of it is real, that's it. They are going to get into ascension. Sooner or later, their inner being will awaken because that one drop of real love is what the thirsty desert needs to become green again. So, in this part, I can see that one of them is going away for some time, for some work, for something important, and the other one is feeling really like restless and they don't want the other person to go. They're not holding them back in a negative way, but it's all cute and adorable. It's like, please don't leave, my darling, my beloved, don't go anywhere. And wherever you go, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to be around you. And there is a lot of romance. I can feel a lot of romance and a lot of lovey-dovey stuff happening, a lot of cuteness happening. The two people cannot take their eyes off each other. They make each other smile. They make each other very, very, very happy. I mean, this is the kind of happiness they had always wanted in their life, but they never got it. It could be for some people the first ever relationship, and for some people, it could be, a series of flings not working out, meeting people not working out, and then finally they can kind of recognize it because that's what they settle down for. They don't want to settle down for anything which is not real. So when this person has to go somewhere and the other person is acting all lovey dovey and adorable and cute, I mean, this type of thing does not happen with people who have been in really long term marriages or very long term relationships where they're very used to each other, where they know that, okay, the other person has to go for work or for this or for that. This is going to happen in a very new situation. So you can think about that person. And some of you might say, I don't want to think about that person. So, well, if you listen to the next part, the part two, you will understand why this channeling is important, why this collective reading is important, why it's taking you to that place somewhere in your life where you also loved someone so much. Maybe you still have that person around and you're looking for the same essence, looking for the same childlike emotion or feeling, which doesn't happen every now and then. So, the one that has to go is basically tries to convince the other person, by giving all of the reasons that work is important, or this meeting is important, or going there is important, or doing this is important. I don't have control on a lot of things. I don't have control on other people. It's not easy for me to leave you also and go because it's so amazing. It's so nice to be around you. It's so beautiful to be around you. But what to do? What should I do? What can I do? I gotta go. It's important, you know. So, in the last channeling, I had shared about the lover and seeker merging in, and then I shared one short clip also just to add on to it, that in some people's cases, one person, like you have a masculine and a feminine, gender wise, I'm talking, or energetically also, because nowadays we have different dynamics. We have homosexual relationships also. So, say there's one person who's masculine and one is feminine. So, one of them can be the lover and one of them can be the seeker. Now, whosoever the lover is also looking for true love. They are looking for truth. Seeker also is looking for truth. Somewhere in the middle, they find that love, that connection. So, both the things are important, seeking as well as loving. The energetic perspective of love is strongly associated with the chakras. The heart chakra, the anahat chakra, it governs compassion, forgiveness, and connection. We can sacrifice, people who sacrifice are really high vibrational souls, because they're so aware of everything happening around them, and they feel that in a certain moment, if something is not working out and their sacrifice can lead to someone else being happy, they say, okay, why not? This makes their heart chakra very, very like open, and kind of it's functioning much better than other people. They have a lot of compassion, and everybody can feel connection with such people. Now, the sacral chakra, it relates to romantic and sexual love, also creativity. But of course, creativity cannot happen till the time, proper creativity cannot happen till the time we don't let go of the lust. Yes, there are lots of creative things that people do, but many are driven by lust only. Many are driven by competition lust. So they are not working via the sacral chakra, or they could be working via the distorted energies of the masculine or the feminine, whichever is guiding them. Crown chakra connects to universal love. Okay. And what connects all of them together, you'll be surprised to know, is the solar plexus. And that's why I keep telling people, chant the solar plexus mantra as much as you can. Because the more you chant it, and on Hindi channel, I keep getting really cool testimonies by people, because there I've been speaking about it a lot more than here. But here also, I have started talking about it. And I'm seeing some comments. Yesterday only, I saw a comment which said that, you know what, ever since I started doing it, I'm actually seeing something else happening in my life. Why? Because all these chakras are connected via a singular, a pipe like nadi, which is called Shushmana. When the Shushmana is blocked, you may have a lot of love in your heart. You may be a beautiful person. You may be connected even to God, source love, but it will not really work well for you. You will be misunderstood. People will walk away from you. And it's nothing wrong till a certain point. We need all of this. We need the karmic stuff to grow more. But that feeling of separation is what a person doesn't want to have. We are all here to move from duality to singularity. Duality is separation, it's fear. Singularity is connection, is love, is healing. Energy exchange, love is considered an energy. It's an energy, but it's also an exchange of energies between individuals. Healthy love can create positive energy loops, while toxic dynamics can drain energy. This is how you know something is not real or not working out, when it starts draining. But in many dynamics, in many relationships, before it becomes toxic or it becomes draining, there is a time when it does create positive energy loops. Aura and vibration also get enhanced or healed by being in love. Being in love can brighten your aura, it can expand a person's auric field, it can heal. I mean, the energy stays in your Merkaba. It raises vibrations and it attracts experiences which are more real, and you're much more open to it. So, these two people that I'm talking about, One of them is a lover, one of them is a seeker. Both are finally going to get into the same thing, like Rumi. Rumi was a seeker as well as a lover. That's why Rumi can speak about love so beautifully. I love Rumi quotes, I'm sure you love them too, because it touches upon the emotional and psychological perspective of love. Love is something that fosters deep understanding and connection by breaking down barriers between individuals. And love also satisfies the fundamental human need for belonging and security. Then love can also act as a mirror, and it reflects the unhealed aspects of ourselves for growth. So you see, love is literally the medicine that this world needs. More love, more medicine. And this is the medicine which has no side effect. But there's a but here. We are not just here to, just love people like that. We are here to first figure out this love within us. All the things that I just spoke about, it only works out when a person knows, figures out, feels, experiences love within themselves. The union of polarities, divine, feminine, and masculine, which is seen in the twin flame journey, it represents the ultimate balance and harmony in love. Here also, the two people are saying to each other that don't think that this love that you feel, it hasn't touched me, it hasn't pricked me hard, and this feeling of love, this thorn that has pricked me, it's not gonna leave me, it's not gonna come out of me that easily. And even if I do so, even if I remove that thorn, it's always gonna stay that, because this is not just a thorn, it's like an injection, a love injection, you can say. It has something in it which goes into the body, or which goes into the soul or the mind of a person. Like it affects everything, body, mind, soul. So I too feel exactly like you. I too am mesmerized with your gaze. I too am into your eyes, into your energy, your aura, your personality. The other person is like, then why do you have to go? Then why do you have to leave? Well, I have to leave. And I do see that even though they leave for each other for a while, but they actually don't leave. The other does follow the other one. And there is no creepiness about it, no cringiness about it. Because this is that phase where you're really in love. You're liking everything that the other person is doing, and the other person is liking everything that you're doing to them. Does this remind you of a certain phase of love? I'm sure it does to some of you. So now I will reconnect with you in the next part of this same channeling. You guys can connect with me for personal sessions, for therapies. All the information is given in the description box. And you can also get my book in the name of love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. It's available only on Amazon Kindle, and the spelling of love is LUUV. One love, peace out. Victory to Ram. See you in the next one.
सीताराम 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 कहिए चाहे दीदी राधे राम चाहिए